With the fall of crypto and NFT, we're seeing stock market crashes and banks are having to be bailed out. Esports as a whole is being caught up in the crosshairs and being boinked on the head with the hammer of reckoning. Specifically in the Call of Duty, you have the franchise team, Los Angeles Guerrillas, who at the end of the year is going to be losing their franchise spot unless they get bought out. This comes after with the loss of funding and major layoffs from their parent company, the Guard. And this is even being backed by a billion-dollar owner who even owns an NFL team, as well as many other professional sports teams. However, in the shadow of all of the unknown within esports, Faze Clan's problems are starting to unveil, and much like in Star Wars how Anakin was supposed to be the chosen one who succumbs to the dark side, Faze Clan looks like that. They were supposed to be the chosen organization that has succumbed to the dark side, to corporate greed, stripping them of any soul and culture that they had left. Not too long ago, Faze Rain came out to speak on all of Faze Clan's issues, and he was even putting out some cryptic messages, kind of getting people scared for his life. And after he came out with allegations of basically bad practice within Faze Clan, you saw a smear campaign against his name. And like a runner-up in a political campaign, you saw his name just be ruddled through the mud and was just ultimately just portrayed as this crazy, deranged individual. But we all know Faze Rain was like one of the angels within Faze Clan. And after being disgraced, he fell from the heavens and landed amongst us mere mortals. And now we have a second Faze angel falling down, standing side by side with us mere mortals. Faze Teeqo, and I'm sorry if that's not how you say his name, it's the way that I know it, has come out to talk about all of these bad practices with Faze, and specifically his experiences with Faze Clan.
Yes, Rain is right. For everyone that's saying Rain's tripping, Rain is the only guy who has balls to speak up. He's the only one that's not letting them walk all over us because he cares about the brand. I care about the brand. And I'm not even a fucking owner like that. I don't own nothing compared to them. My opinion is not valid for these people. They don't give a fuck about me. I had to invest money in Faze to even have any kind of part of it because they had given me nothing. I've been in Faze for 9 years at this point. And the first way in for me is me having to invest $50,000 of my own money. And even in that whole process, they fuck me over. So I'm asking you, this is not a video where I'm leaving Faze. I'm asking you, am I in Faze? Because I've been in for 12 years, and you would think that someone that's been in for this long and have such history with you guys would have some kind of deal with you and a contract with you, an incentive with you to move forward with you.
For me, a lot of it hit home because if you didn't know, I co-owned an Anytime Fitness and never was really treated like an owner and bent over backwards, paid for things out of pocket, did things that I felt was going to help build the gym up and thrive. And ultimately, when it came time to pay, I was pushed to the side.
I've been in this fucking gray zone where like, I'm not the owners of these guys because like, no, obviously I'm not nearly as important as these guys, but I'm also not getting paid for anything I'm doing. I'm just in the middle. Hey, you're a valuable member. Here's a contract. Nah, because it's such a fucking privilege to be in Faze. I'm so fortunate to be in Faze. I never asked for anything and I just said yes and yes and yes and did everything you ever asked for without ever asking for anything because I thought I was going to be included with y'all. Someone else can come in as late as last year who's not from this industry, never lifted a finger for Faze, probably didn't even know what Faze was, and get 3 times the amount of shares that I have and a monthly or annually salary that's more money than I've ever been paid from Faze by a monthful. In all of these years, we always hear talent first. Talent first. Talent is the most important thing. No, we're not.
Granted, from what I'm hearing from Teeqo, this isn't really truly just an esports problem, but there are a lot of businesses who are running and operating like this. And nothing gets me more mad or upset than when you have an employee of a company who cares more about the future of the business than the ownership does. And this was me even after the Anytimes when I went into other gyms and I was caring more about the growth of the gym and the community of the gym than the actual owners did themselves. And I mean, in a perfect world, the employees, the creators, the people who are putting in the most effort, the time, bringing the most value, and that doesn't always mean monetary value, but the most value as a whole should be the ones who are rewarded with a slice of the pie within the company or a nice salary, not the new person coming into the company who has no real experience within the company, doesn't really give a damn about the future of the company, but just wants the ownership.
For fucking years. The fact that I care this much and I'm not even a real owner. Everyone has made it very clear that I'm not an owner and I'm not even near any of the top dogs and I don't matter for shit. You've showed me over and over again that I do not mean shit to you all. How are you gonna be the biggest organization in the world? Leaders in this scene, pushing this scene forward, pushing this industry forward, leading by example, and you can't even take care of your members that's been in for 12 fucking years.
For Faze, this is its biggest issue. Faze went from being the cool, rebellious kids that everyone wanted to be to growing up, putting on the button up, the suit and tie, and becoming like any other business entity. And like any corporate entity, it's going to strip away any type of culture and soul that was once unique to whatever that thing once was.
In a way, Faze is bigger than it ever was, but it's also smaller than it ever was. All of these collabs that we were doing with really, really big brands, you know what it is to me? All of these collabs that's coming out, it's like Band-Aid or silver tape on internal bleeding. That's the way I see it. And they think talent don't matter. They think that we don't matter because they think that they can do everything because they see the Faze logo as the Nike logo and they can just do whatever they want. But there's no depth to it. There's no substance there. There's nothing behind that Faze logo backing it. There's no culture anymore. That's what these people don't understand.
The wildest thing to me out of this whole story is Teeqo tried to do like a fashion merch collab with Faze, but apparently they ruined the design. They ruined the relationship with the manufacturer. So Teeqo had to go out of his way to find a new manufacturer, pay out of pocket for designs, do all of this on his own. And then after he had successful launches, Faze came in like a yucky musical agent saying, yo, I want 20% of everything you've done.
Faze Clan insisted in making the clothing with me, like my merch drop and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? It makes sense. We'll do it together. It's a good split. We'll make it in-house. They fuck up the design and like the manufacture process. And then I have to go on Twitter to find out that these people haven't received their hoodies 2 months later. And I don't even get as much as an apology. And some of those people got the wrong hoodies because you put the wrong print on. After that, I obviously don't want to do clothing in-house with Faze anymore. So I do it by myself. I pay for the designs myself. I found a manufacturer myself, everything, okay? I do everything myself. I didn't ask Faze for a single thing. I get my own website, teeqo.com, pay for it, everything. And then they still contact me trying to get 20% of my profits without ever doing anything, no design, no help with nothing. They're still trying to take 20% off my clothing drops and my merch drops and my rug drops because I'm in Faze. You did nothing for me. If anything, you were the one to push me away. I wanted to make it with you guys, and you couldn't deliver.
And why I just want to leave this off with all of this is I hope Teeqo could separate himself from Faze, and I would love to see an organization like Moist pick him up, like Moist Critical, Charlie. If you ever see this, I think this would be the perfect kind of guy to sign up. Let him run a CSGO team. That's obviously what this dude is passionate about. And even though it's kind of a crazy sentence to say, I think Moist Esports could be the future of esports with how they're looking at structuring themselves as an organization as a whole. But this is where I'm going to end the video. I want to know, what do you guys think about this whole Teeqo and Faze Clan situation? More specifically, what do you guys think is going to happen to esports? I came from a paintball background. If you guys didn't know, I'm a world champion paintball player. And paintball had this crazy momentum pre-2008. But as soon as the 2008 financial crisis happened, it really slowed down paintball drastically, and I'm worried that this could stunt the growth of esports. However, the saving grace for esports is that it's not bound to geographical areas. Like, we don't all have to physically meet up in person and play. We could all play from the luxury of our home. So I'm not too sure if gaming and paintball will take the same trajectory. I hope not for gaming's sake. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about all of this. That's where we're going to wrap up the video. If you guys are picking up what I'm putting down, go ahead, leave a like and a comment. You might as well subscribe too, because at 500 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a giveaway of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. And you can help me reach that goal by sharing this video with your friends. That way, 1, you've helped out your friendly neighborhood content creator, and 2, you kept your friends in the loop. So with that being said, I want to give you guys a thank you. So here's a picture of my dog Annie. She's my buddy. She is my pal. She's my sweet little girl who happens to be the mascot of this channel. And challenges all of you guys, make somebody laugh today. And if you guys like the energy I'm putting out there and you want to hang out with me live on stream, come join me on kick.com/Elrod. I really love the platform. The discoverability has been great, and overall the community just feels more vast and friendly. Like over at Twitch, other streamers would not want to share their communities with other people, but I feel like on Kick, we're more likely to share communities with each other because we're all trying to grow and we're all just trying to be genuine streamers who are just trying to bring entertainment to everybody. So I don't know. I love Kick and everything that it's doing, and I would love to see all of you over there because I'm doing a $100 giveaway at 100 followers. So that's just a lot, and I know I'm overwhelming you guys. So with that said, I'm out of here. Peace.